I don't have a phone and I love it, but I'll check it on my computer.
Okay. All right, fellas. Wow.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Whew. Huh. So what are we going to
Yeah,
get into tonight?
it's on Facebook. Let me check
Looks
YouTube.
like we're going.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. I'll check X. And yeah, we're good, man. I think we are. You want to continue the conversation?
Yeah, well, basically just enormous level shifts. I just feel like in the back end, I feel like a lot of these a lot of things have just been checkmated or taken down, or essentially humanity's claimed back our sovereignty and all these different levels of dimensionality. And so I'm just experiencing that the sort of darker back end just doesn't have the same footing that it used to, if that makes sense. Like we're just kind of in a bit of a different space energetically, where it just feels like all the potentials, the dream time, the energetic field, it just feels so much more real and more clear. And that's my experience, but that's like everyone I experience from like, all of my tribe across, Facebook, the internet, people I work with, people I talk to like literal coworkers at work, like employees like telling me about their dreams and, blah, 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 blah. And so real interesting.
Yeah. It's like the false flag frequency doesn't stick anymore. Only the truth, right? So like your coworkers telling you their dreams.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's
Yeah.
beyond vulnerability. That's transparency.
Sometimes you're just that person that people are excited to tell you about their dreams. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that, man, but I think it's contagious. And I think at some point when we realize that we are the listener, we're the talker and the listener, and then we become the listener and we see ourselves who we were, who we are, who we will be. I don't know. It has been a very powerful period, though. There's no question about it. Like, this is unprecedented.
Yeah.
Wow.
Your vocals low, Ty.
I said, wow. It's pretty cool. I think we are in a new place. And it's still presence. And that other energy just doesn't exist here. So, thanks for all the lessons and all the fun. But I think we might be moving on.
Ty, are you playing music right now?
Oh, you can't hear my music?
Nah.
Damn.
That's why
Damn.
I let him
Damn,
go
you
because
guys.
you know
It's,
what?
it's, it's rocking
No,
over
listen,
here.
man. I let him go because it was fucking beautiful, dude. Your words were beautiful, man. But I was laughing inside.
There we go. All right. Switch the story. The allegory anchors right now. We go into the infinite up in the Tao. We know that this route can't be programmed in any type of land or any type of way that we really understand. So we gotta let it go and open up our hands to the infinite potentials. Like I sit in meditation and I'm receiving in this pose. I know that as I flow, I open at the close. The door cannot be something that I tell that it can't become what it wants to become. Whether that's another person or myself as I dance, I've been learning that I need to receive more. It's interesting how the feminine is coming in these sisters, in these different people in my life, not a lover, just these people who help me open up and see what is right, like different seeds of codes, different parts of myself that are nice. I see that this sea of life is telling me that yes, I do give a lot, but at the same time, until I receive, I don't think it will really be as open as I want. I open up my heart. I see inside that spot that there's something that does spark. There is something that I want to turn on. If we could turn the music up just a little bit, this song would be a little bit more lit. A simple, a little gift. Yeah. And that is how we start the ship.
We fly tonight with the spirit of life, facing death is what it is and what it always will be. The future is happening within me. Said time does not go backwards. It is aligned with your destiny. With the destiny of love, we fly through the universe. Now we're free, breaking away from what's underneath. No longer hidden from the soul.
Here now, here now, find ourselves down on the same streets that we came in from. Andromeda, Arcturus, Pleiades, all those things, all the past it is back upon us. Identities are flying far and wide. We are moving east and west, north and south, doing our very best, do our best. That's what the universe says. Mother, Father, God, and they said we'll do the rest. But now we're coming down to this thing where it's in the real moment all the time, all the multi-dimensional aspects, minds and hearts, to one place where we're thinking and acting at the same place. It's spontaneous, intuitive, imaginative. It's courageous, it's creative. Sat down on the beach last night. The sky went from purple to a dark black and white. The animals came to greet me. I raised my hands up in the air so high, my soul, it took over. It was an overdrive. And I said, I am the most blessed soul that has ever existed. And I meant it. And I feel it. And as the individual goes, so goes the collective. Some big things have happened, and they're happening in every moment. And each moment, one after the other, we're coming into a greater state of awareness. And it's not just within ourselves. It's in this network we have, in the one mind, heart, the spirit of the mind and heart, the I am soul.
A sequence of accepting what is, of accepting your stars, accepting they align with the divine time for yourself to rhyme, for yourself to realize what it's really like to shine your divine light. All up in this eternal rhyme that is infinite. People tell me things, people tell me everything. They just wanna be like this. I am like the king or queen of this, and I'm like, we could write this, we could write this script, we could write anything down, but also gotta ground all up in the moment, all up in the now. I have really made a sound of knowing that the spiritual potentials have like everything inside of them, and it is so essential to know that you could change up and switch up your flow, and you could really take the codes and bring them to a growth that is anything that you want. But at the same time, I do ground my song into the presence in this point of view, something that feels like it's relevant. It is the truth for myself to seed inside of this timeline, inside of this world, inside of this rhyme. I'm together, connected in the unified collective, knowing that every other person has perspectives. Everyone's detective, and everyone detects this part of themselves, and they know that we are all seeding these codes of growth together with our hearts, so it does expose different parts of our highs and our lows, and sometimes it does hurt, but that comes through for growth. So when I was like tripping last week, different parts of me exposed by the eclipse, it was showing me how I needed to receive and how I would step into this gift. I had the divine mother come through and tell me that actually I was a champion for the feminine up in my life, and everything was alright. I was just tripping about old insights that I needed to let go of. Stop looking for another person to show love, but sometimes you get attached to a person that you felt like was something. But then you gotta change up that story, switch up the allegory to something that you know is infinite in growth. And now it's time for ourselves to really just be with the flow.
When you're low inside, what do you see? Do you know the heart of you and the heart of me? Every time we grow a little of the soul, we can feel a little more embodied in the truth of it all. Don't sink, just swim. Said the river's still flowing. Don't sink, just swim. Said the river of life is flowing tonight. Said attract who you are. Don't be ashamed of anything that you know. Be your whole universe in the infinite universe of all that is. If you know that life is sacred, then you know the wipe. It's time to forget. It's time to forget time.
Oh, sorry. I thought I was on mute. I mean, what can you say? Look what we are. Look at where we are today. Not thinking about tomorrow or yesterday anymore. It feels like something has been let out of the door. And the physical pain that you went through and the suffering, which I know you're used to. And you know at the core, that's an energetic thing, Robert. And that shows the warrior that you are. Because as the individual goes, so goes the collective. Yeah, I went to the beach last night and everything came in. And they said, heads up, wake up. And I kind of got scared for a minute because there was still a little bit of my human in me. They said it's a wake-up call. I thought, well, maybe I don't need to be doing certain things that I do, or maybe I need to do some things that I don't do. And then they said, no, it's the other side of that. They said you're walking in a space of non-judgment. And they said, now take a bite of that taco. Does it taste better? Where there's no guilt or shame or doubt. And then from somewhere deep in the mountains, I heard the brothers say, come on out now. Show the sisters the way. We're driving golden pavement from hells to heavens and everything in between. Giving all we've been and done and seen. The things we don't want to remember carry the code. And now the multi-dimensional subconscious is coming out into the field. We all growing younger, we're not growing old. This body is so important, but it's not the multi-dimensional unfolding in another way. Our bodies are transforming and it's converging, merging, re-emerging. It's so in the flesh, it's never been done. We are defying death. We are living, rising, equalizing. We are the real thing. Take some stock in what we've done. Look around and see the daughters and the sons, the moons and the new nights arising. Stars are flying. We are realizing the integrity and dignity. We can talk about all those things like humility. That's why I sat on the beach last night and for 2 hours I wept. People walking by me and they must have thought, is this guy crazy? I was stone sober but stoned in the universality, multi-dimensionality, claiming things that are naturality, all the free soul, free energy of the universal being. That's the one that you and me are being. We are you and me.
It's like You wanted to be like the best at the test, then you found out you were competing with yourself. And actually it wasn't all about trying to be the best of anything up in the sound. You know that all that doubt and all the different parts of yourself that felt like they were held down actually could ascend so high. They could be anything like all the time, and that is really just the parts of our mind that dimmed our shine, told us that we couldn't be this type of thing that we did see. We felt it in the subtlety indeed, knew it in our soul that we were free, knew that we had all this chi and energy that was like infinite in this potential. But at the same time, it felt it was essential to be doing what other people said. They're moving pen and pencil, write it down and tell a person with a sound that they should be some type of thing. But now I feel it turn on into a new type of feeling, a new type of healing, a new type of chilling with my tribe, with the vibe. When we feel we are online, it's like every single person has a divine, a type of shine. It'll fractalize and show me different parts of the light, different rays and different spectrums coming through with this detection. Different parts of this collective telling me that I'm at this intersection of a different ray, a different frequency today that I had never seen, a different part that's in between, but I do feel it in my heart. It's like coming back, a homecoming, and I just see it in this girl that is becoming magic with all of the things that she is saying in her passions. Got this pink up in her head, she dyes it because that she's from the aurora or something like that, and there is something that is different than I've ever seen in a different type of spiritual person. Yeah, younger, this new type of version. We call it like the Techno Wizard Collective because it's different and people come through dripping in codes, dripping in the sauce, dripping in flows, dripping in these things that people have lost, and now it's been foretold for the world to become something bold. And now it's time for old to die, but know that this road has an open sky. It's like I'm driving across the plains of this country. I am in the in-between, and maybe it is boring sometimes, but I know there's magic on the other side of this field. And I'm just chilling here with myself, feeling this is real.
It's that space between the space where you can hear your own thoughts, set the silence around you. If life is what you thought it should be, that's the hell we would all be living in right now. Let the universe come through and clean this world from the inside out. It's a shame that we don't know that love conquers all the war within. Thinking one person is different from you tonight. Let's be the soul. Let's be the soul.
find ourselves on a spirit walk. We can't take anyone with us. We have to find the end from the start and every step in between. I see you, brother, sister, on each side of me. Let's just keep walking forward, let go of each other, 'cause we're all connected. This is what the truth is. We are dissecting the human being experience, all the illusions and distractions and distortions. We're finding our way to the holy place. It doesn't matter how long it lasts on the clock or the chronological scale, 'cause we're in this moment now and we recognize each other. Remember together. Let's take a breath in, and when we let it out, let them know nothing raises hell like the light that's about to explode. We are coming through in a way that is beyond exploding and imploding. We are resurrecting, reforming. We are the chosen 'cause we came to be amended, to put ourselves down to nothing and find out something different from ourselves. We're never leaving from this place. We think we built some matrix to disguise our faces, but we are the same, a holy graces, and we are here.
Closed my eyes, I had the vision of myself sprinting across an electrical beam. I thought it was a tightrope at first, but it seemed to be electricity. As I was running, I hit a wall, and there was something that was checking me. At first I was like, yo, why you gotta stop, you dude? Tell me that I can't keep moving. I got places to go, I got things I gotta flow, but they said integrate it in your body first. You got these codes, you got parts of yourself that you want to burst and turn on in this world, but you actually, you can't just do it with your passionate electricity and the facets of light that are coming through you. Sometimes you gotta know that the slower road is the better road for yourself to really integrate the codes into the world, and something that does flow with the rest of everything that does go with it, and seed something that begins to be a movement. It's like, I guess, we could be a single type of cell up in the body going in our own lane, but I guess we gotta know that we are collective, universal with the ways we make waves. So it's time to learn to shape and move with that flow. Surrender, let go or be dragged. Know that your embers and your fire, all the stuff you feel burning inside of yourself, is like a pyre. But I must admit, I became like an architect with the frequencies, and I did like to reprogram my own consciousness. I dove inside the different parts of myself and my energy, the spheres in different parts of these chakras, and turned on different things I could see inside the in-between, and see these frequencies of different beings and these different beams. And I did try to turn on like different codexes in my mind for myself to really be coming like alchemizing. Yes, it did work up to a certain type of perspective, but different parts of myself are needed to integrate great. So I guess you know that that magic is real, but at the same time you gotta really play the game with the rest of other people who are in their lane. Know that it is something that is beautiful. You could entertain different parts of these frames, but it doesn't make you special. It just means you are just another piece of this universal flow. Everybody is doing this together, and yes, we have these gifts, different types of keys at different parts up to a lift, but no one has anything that could change too much of this shift because we do it together. It's not for a savior to say that they are so clever, or for yourself to say you're better, even if it is just inside of yourself. You are frustrated, we adjust, knowing that if we are frustrated just with us. So I let go, I surrender to the mother, to the flow. I say, I guess I'll go up with the stream today. I guess I will meditate and float in the infinite sea of potential. I'm on my boat. That's honestly been a theme for me lately. I've done so much internal work inside of my consciousness, inside of my fields. And it feels like so much stuff is like alive and it's like present. It's like now, now, now. And there are certain things that are available and are super ready for right now. But then there's certain things that I receive and I see are very real. It's just you feel like time, like once you kind of break free from time, you feel like all of time is available, right? So past, present, future, parallel, like it all exists simultaneously as one. So you know that that future that you feel is real, right? You know that it's there. And like I feel like that's sometimes a frustrating thing for us super like spiritually, quantumly aware individuals, is it's like that reality is so real inside of us, but like the physicality and the presence of what's happening right now it's like, yes, that's there, and yes, I'm headed towards that, and yes, I feel that, but simultaneously the reality right now is calling for something else. So I think there's like this surrender to the just the presence of right now that I'm kind of going through. And some of it's very humbling because some of it's very physical and it's uncomfortable. It's like health issues and, various different things that, it's like, fuck, like now I have to deal with this shit. You know what I mean? And like, real serious health issues. It's not just like, oh, I just didn't feel like eating right or I bypassed for like a long period of time. It's like, no, like I have to deal with this shit, like with doctors and like whatever. And like, but I just feel like I have to receive. Like, it's like literally this is a season of my life. Like I've been this masculine, just doing, like infinitely fast for like an extended period of time. And like, it's like, I've reached a threshold where it's like, if I don't slow down and receive, like it's going to fuck up my, like everything. Like it's fucking up my happiness. It's fucking up my body. And it's like everything from like, I need to receive money better from people. I need to ask for what I need in those regards. Like I need to receive like, what I'm worth. I need to receive like help, you know what I mean? And I'm always the dude helping everybody. And like, I need to be helped, you know what I mean? And like, I don't know. It's a weird thing to go through. Yeah.
Let's breathe and receive. Let's breathe and receive. Let's breathe in the breath of life, immortality. So this universe is breathing with us tonight. Let's breathe and receive universal flow. Let it come in through the back of the hall. Let it shine for all. No more giving away everything that we hold dear. No more overlooking ourselves from our fear. Walking my life is breathing through the soul and your immortality tonight. Take a breath like a newborn soul, with the awareness that the infinite is flowing through your soul. Said the infinite you is flowing through the soul. Let's breathe. Breathe from the soul in the infinite way. You are supported by the infinite universe. It made everything, but it stayed right here with you and me. Breathing with the infinite breath of love and the confidence to share. No more giving yourself away.
I think what Robert Tito's talking about is when the breathing gets really fast, you know, kind of like when you have a seizure, because you know it's coming. You know the void's coming, you know you're going to black out, and you start going hyperventilating. These times are so extraordinary. We're coming back to what Ty just described and brought alive in these frequencies. The truth is abiding. But we're bringing that other place, see? We're there. We've always been there. But we're bringing all this stuff with us. And we got to let it out sometimes. So like what Robert just did, that's an activation. That's an activation. That's transforming DNA. Say it like it is, with no holds barred. Because we know in that state we have no offense meant towards anyone. We're just being ourselves. Can you imagine that? That's how we break this fucking code, is everyone just bees themselves and tells it like it is. And yeah, We're not in that middle ground yet, but we're real fucking close. And the more we tell it like it is, without a charge, without projection, just saying this is how I feel, there is no right or wrong, left or right, day or night, it's all the same thing. It's very freeing. It's a frequency created, in my opinion, in these series of incarnations of human beings, where we utilize our voice in alignment to speak for all our multidimensionality and say, man, we are the boots on the ground, and I got something to say. And it may not apply tomorrow because we'll move to a higher ground, but it applies today. It applies to me right now. And somebody hears it, you know, one other person hears it, and then they go off and express themselves and state their piece in peace, without projection, bias, prejudice. They just, and I'm not talking about towards other people or things outside ourselves. I'm talking about to ourselves. When we can speak our piece and not look back, doesn't mean we did it perfect, but it means we did it. And that's what the world needs to see, this frequency of the human that found out it can't survive. It found out it's a soul, and a soul can never die.
Yeah. A little bit of humility. It seems I discovered when I woke up spiritually that I would really just be exactly who I am. It was a practice, man, that I would tell the truth and let it land even if it wasn't perfect. But what happens when the things that you say are imperfect and another person cannot feel it? That is when you need to let go of your attachment to that other type of person and let yourself just be exactly as you are. Not expect them to validate your heart or validate something that you are working through to start. But honestly, that is where the self-love needs to integrate, and you could know that you were just okay regardless. Yeah, chilling here up with the goddess. And that is something I had to learn, to just be honest. Yeah, sometimes I feel, I'll tell you something, I work so hard on the spiritual and lyrical like parts of myself, and I feel like I jumped so far into the future inside of my own consciousness. But now I'm grounding into the physical like parts of myself, from mountain into something like I could live the proper way or the right way, not proper like another person, more just like my own thing that I integrate exactly as I want. And I just know that I could put a stone here, I could build on top of this and have a foundation for a house exactly as I want it to be. It's like, as I have been building over this time though, all of these rhymes flow, yeah, but sometimes I just feel like there is more work to do, and I guess that is what I choose. I'm a masculine dude, I like to improve the room. I like to switch up this function, make it into something I'm always just becoming. Like a different piece of this loving, a different part of this world. And yes, sometimes I feel protective of the girls all up in my reality. I tell them different things, I'm like, yo, here's a session for you, here's a little bit of this code to unlock a piece of your soul, or really get yourself into the flow, something that is really dope. Yeah, I think it's just really not to hold on to anything and say that it is exactly as you think. Let it be whatever it is and be in sync with the reality as we drink from the stream. Know that it's okay, the crystal river has a scene, a different part of me that really just does speak. It's a seed, like it just knows these water in all of these different hydrogen bonds is dancing all around up in the song. Yes, they are magnetized by these different polarized ends, but not too attached, like the different molecules can go into different directions if they need to flow. Or honestly, they could integrate a code from a different salt, a different type of solution that comes in for this growth. So, we choose to let it be what it is. We choose to let it seed with the gift, and I see new people coming in. I guess I gotta be with the ship. I guess I gotta really just adjust into the winds of trust. You know these things, but sometimes in your life you feel like there are some things that feel like they're too much. So surrender, control, go with it. It's all here for our growth.
escape, not be real about their own way. What can we do? What can we do to help them through this life? Rejoice in the way that everybody turns away before they know they can only heal themselves. Gotta know the heart to be real. Oh Jah, oh creation, we come to live, we come to die, celebrating all of the pain, transmuting the way we know, transmuting the way we know.
How you feeling? This is it's a new energy. I can feel it. I can see the colors.
Oh, your boy's processing through shit.
Man, we just moved through a blood moon, dude. You went through your shit hugely. I went through it less, you know?
Maybe, I don't know.
Well, I feel we're on the other side. I mean, the system has been designed to underestimate and undervalue the efforts we've made. And we know the most intense and greatest efforts we've had have been our personal shit. It's not easy to unravel and realize that you can't point things outside yourself anymore. It's very humbling. I don't know. I think humility is grace because you can't fake it. You can't say, I have humility. Well, you can say that, but it's when you feel it. I feel like we were seeds planted in a fertile soil and the first sprouts just came out. We're like one of those deer when they're born and they can't walk and they're all wet, getting on their feet.
Yeah, it's such a trip, man, because I feel like, there's this dying of the old me, right, that I've been going through. And that's really been the last year. I mean, that's not just now, but, just a progressive dying of all these layers of what I expected for reality and I expected things to be. With massive level fucking spiritual craziness on top of it that I don't even explain to people. Fucking bonkers experiences.
I think you're talking about the when I just lay back and spread eagle on the ground and say, come get me.
Yeah.
Just give it all to me. Let me feel it all. What else can I do?
Yeah, but processing through that shift and then, I think it's like simultaneously what we're stepping into is this new reality. It's a new timeline. It's a new stage of existence, right? And this has happened so many times. It's like you almost feel skeptical of it because like there's been so many times, right? We've moved into like, oh, it's 2020. This is the year it's going to happen. 2022. Oh, it's happening 2022. 2024, and it's like, it's funny how that's a 2-year sequence, but it's just funny, you know, like, yeah, there's just new stages. There's always new stages. There's always new upgrades. That's just how life is. You know what I mean? Like, and I think that's how this continuous journey of Earth upshifting, up leveling into higher and higher states of dimensionality, and us letting go of all of our shit in the way is it's like, yes, like reality has changed. Reality is different. New potentials are available, and old potentials need to collapse. And like, I receive when I tune into it, like I receive guidance that it's like the future is so incredible, and all the work that, you know, I mean, I'm just speaking about myself. You know, I know that this is about everybody, but you know, when you're, you know, you're going through shit, it is internal, right? The work that I've done is going to turn into epic level things. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to work out. You know what I mean? To like higher potentials and heights than I even give myself credit for. And they're right here. Like, some of them are more available right now, and it's just like, I think it's just that acceptance, dude. It's just a final stage of letting go, you know? And like, it's like being in a video game, right? Like, it's like while you're in the video game, like sometimes you charge up in a corner, you get some coin, you know what I mean? You battle the boss over here. You gotta go deal with all these like little side quests and all this shit, you know? But like, you're in this game, and it's like, accept that you're in the game, you know, and like play the game, and like higher iterations of the game, and yeah, just being in it. All right, bet. Thank you for listening.
Dude, yeah. When you're talking about yourself, you're all talking about everybody. If it's fucking transparent like you are, that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been quite a few days. Thank you both.
Thank you. All right, so, okay.
The wizard has spoken. Same bat time, same bat channel. Ciao.
Love you guys.
Love you, man. Both of you.
Yes.
All right. Thank you for showing up.